All right, now this is Brad with the Steel Deal. George Pickens' name has been in the news a lot over the last week. There's a lot of talk about whether Pittsburgh should trade him, what they should get for him in a trade, or if they should re-sign him. Reading the tea leaves and watching his performance on the field, watching his actions, I would move him if it were me. Going back to George's rookie season, he looked like he had all the potential in the world to just be a world-beating wide receiver for Pittsburgh Steelers. He was blocking corners on running plays and pancaking them on the field. All these insane catches. I mean, I know everybody remembers the catch his rookie year when they were playing in Cleveland. One-handed, falling to the ground. Nobody could believe he pulled it in. And he made several of those during his rookie season. Honeymoon seems to be over at this point. Just bad attitude, whiffing on run blocks. I mean, during the Atlanta game in week 1, he whiffed on a run block when Pittsburgh was inside the 10-yard line threatening to score. If he'd have made his block, Jaylen Warren, which I believe it was Jalen carrying the ball on the play, I'd have to go back and look, he would have walked into the end zone. George just kind of rubbed his shoulders with the DB, and the DB came in and made the tackle. It's pathetic. You know, we keep hearing about everything that he's capable of. Some people are saying, no, don't get rid of him. The wide receiver room is going to be empty in Pittsburgh. We can't have that. And, yeah, I agree. We got to have players in there, no doubt about that. Some guys that can make a difference. And he certainly can, but will he? The issue seems to be between the ears. It's definitely not physical talent. I mean, let's look at his numbers for the last 3 seasons. Well, I mean, rookie year 23 and then 24. In 22, 52 catches, 801 yards, 4 touchdowns, average of 15.4 yards a catch. 2023, 63 catches, 1,140 yards, 5 touchdowns, average 18.1 yards a catch. And then just this past year, 59 catches, 900 yards, 15.3 yard average, 3 TDs. What I'm not seeing here is he's not expanding much on these rookie numbers that he put up. And the effort's just, I mean, you can watch his play on the field. He's just not getting it done. And it's not because he can't, it's just there's no want to there. Fields started the first 6 games of the season. Was happy with what I saw out of Justin Fields. He wasn't lighting things up, but he was growing as a player. You're taking a guy that came from Chicago, who's basically shell-shocked, and trying to build up his confidence again, so that's not going to happen overnight. But then when Russell gets in there, starts lighting things up, but that wasn't good enough for him either. But now the question is, should he stay or should he go? Should Pittsburgh trade him away, or should they give this dude a new contract? He's going to the final year of his rookie deal. Based on his actions, almost certain he's not going to show up until he gets a new contract. I wouldn't offer him a new deal. Just not doing it. I would trade him while he's still under this deal, under his rookie contract. He hasn't done enough, especially the way he showed out, or didn't show out on the field, but showed out in his attitude this season. I'm not giving him any new money. What's this guy going to act like if he gets even more money in his pocket? So that's where I stand on that. But with that being said, what does he bring in a trade? What kind of value does he have? But let's dig into his attitude a little bit more. Go back to, I pulled his scouting reports. I looked up, 4 or 5 different scouting reports on him, the rookie scouting reports, to get an idea of what might have been said about him before he was drafted. And he had medical history. He blew a knee out 1 year. I mean, I definitely wouldn't hold that against him, but signs of immaturity. In 2019, he was ejected from a game for fighting a Georgia Tech player late in a blowout, which caused him to miss the first half of the SEC title game the next week. When he was a freshman, he was suspended for violating team rules. And to top all that off, during the rookie interview process, pre-draft, he did not interview well with some teams. So with all that being said, let me know down in the comments. Are you going to give him a new deal? Are you going to trade him? If you're going to trade him, what are you looking to get back in return? Just pick-wise. We don't have to talk about any specific teams. When I got started tonight before filming this video, ran across an article from SteelerNation.com. Somebody's proposing that the Panthers trade for him, give Pittsburgh their 2025 second-round pick, and a defensive lineman, Ashawn Robinson, for George, because it talks about how needy they are for a wide receiver down in Carolina. So if somebody will give us a second for him, yeah, pack him up and send him. I don't care who does it. If we can get a second for unrealized potential, and it may never be realized. So that's my thoughts on it. I would trade him. I don't know that I'll take. Definitely would love to get a second for him, but my number one concern, if I were Tomlin, which I don't know that he's that concerned about it. I have my own thoughts about how he handles himself and handles that team. But the difference that it would make in the locker room if he's as much of a problem as he seems to be, it doesn't matter what you get in return for a trade for him, because it should help the locker room immensely when you get a bad apple like that out of there. Getting Deontay Johnson out of there was the first step at cleaning things up. Now it looks like George may be the next one to go, and we'll just see how things roll from there. Just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below, and I will see you next time here on The Steel Deal.